If there is anyone who knows in and out about the company, then it is the promoters of the company. Nobody knows more than the promoters, not even the institutional investors, because promoters are involved in every business decision and they can gauge the future prospect of the company. Based on the future growth prospects, promoters know whether the company is fairly valued, undervalued or overvalued. And based on the valuation, promoters decide whether to increase stake in the company or decrease it or keep it constant. For instance, let's say if a company has a bright growth prospect and due to some reason the share price has fallen. Now if promoters find the valuations attractive, they can consider increasing their stakes. And generally when promoters increase their stake in the company, it signifies promoters find the valuations attractive. Hey everyone, my name is Sahil and this is my Personal Finance Academy. Since the latest Q4 quarter shareholding for FY23 has been released, I had a look at companies where both FIs and DIs have added stakes and created a video recently. Now in this video, I have covered companies where promoters themselves have increased the stake and public holding got reduced. This will help you identify companies where their promoters are also bullish. Again, it is not a stock tip and you should not just invest blindly because promoters are buying the stock. And most important point, this video would be only useful for long-term investors because promoters don't do trading with their stocks. They invest with a long-term vision. So it doesn't mean that if promoters have increased their stake, the stock will jump immediately. If promoters are increasing stakes, it means they find the valuation attractive, which means the stock can potentially generate good return in the long term. Alright, so let's get started with the list of stocks where promoters have increased stake in Q4 of FY23. First stock is HCL. Although promoter stake in the company has increased slightly from 60.7% to 60.8%, they also increased their stake from 60.3% in December 21 to 60.7% in March 22. So promoter stake in the company is up 2 times in last 5 quarters. And FI holding is also increased in last 2 quarters from 17.17% to 18.29 and now 18.92. Although DI holding has reduced in the same period. But net public holding in HCL has reduced in last 3 quarters on a consistent basis. Clearly not just promoters but even FIs are finding HCL attractive at current levels, which is trading at around 1060 at a P ratio of 19.5. HCL has declared its Q4 results and after the result, multiple brokerage houses have initiated their coverage and except for ICICI Security, everyone has a buy call on HCL with a target in the range of 1200, suggesting around 13 to 17% upside from current levels of 1060. Please note that HCL is also a great dividend player with current dividend yield of 4.5%. We all know that currently IT sector is facing a tough time due to multiple challenges in the US, which is their key market. But once situation will improve in US, IT companies are bound to bounce back. Then second stock is UPL. UPL promoters are adding stake in company not just 1 quarter but since last 9 quarters. They have increased stake from 27.85% to 27.96, then 28.24, 28.45, 28.96, 30.74 and latest 32.34. Even FIs have added stake in UPL in last 2 quarters. Although DIs are the net seller in last 2 quarters. But overall public holding has reduced significantly from UPL from 18.95% to currently at 14.54%. Clearly promoters adding stake on a consistent basis shows the strong confidence of promoter in UPL, which is the 5th largest agrochemical company in the world and currently trading at around 735 with a market cap of 55,000 crore and a PE ratio of just 12.7. Third stock is IDFC First. IDFC First promoter, which is IDFC Limited, has increased its stake in the bank from 36.38% to 39.99%. And the stake purchase from promoter has come from stake sell from FIs, DIs as well as public. IDFC First is currently trading at Rs 60 with a PE ratio of 20 and price to book value of 1.76. As far as brokerage targets are concerned, except for ICICI Security that has put a target of 59 rupee, all brokerage houses have a target of around 70 to 75 rupee, signifying around 15 to 25% upside potential from current levels of around 60. Please note that IDFC First Q4 results are due and brokerage houses will reinitiate the coverage with the new latest target price. I have discussed IDFC First in multiple times in my previous videos. Then fourth stock is Deepak Nitrite. Promoters of Deepak Nitrite have increased their stake massively from 45.7% to 49.13%. In fact, they also increased their stake from 45.69% in December 21 to 45.72% in March 22. Although FIs have reduced their stake from 9.07% to 7.72%. but DIs are consistently adding stake in Deepak Nitrite from 10.03% in March 22 to 10.72%, 12%, 13.75% and recently at 15.06%. And public holding has consistently reduced from 35.5% in March 22 to current levels of 28.1%. Now Deepak Nitrite saw a huge jump in share price during COVID bull run, but stock has corrected 35% since October 21. At current levels of around 1875, it is trading at a P ratio of 29. Both promoters and DIs adding stake in Deepak Nitrite is a big hint that they are very confident about the future of the company. By the way, a lot of people ask me to share my own portfolio. So I have a weekly series on my website where I've shared my latest portfolio along with returns. You might find it useful. In addition, in that weekly series, I also frequently share stock names that I add in my portfolio. In case you are interested, I have provided the link in the pinned comments. But please note that this weekly series is only for long-term fundamental investors who want to create wealth in the next 5 to 10 years. It's not for traders. Now, fifth stock where promoters have increased stake is Relaxo Footwear. Promoters have increased their stake from consistently in last 2 quarters from 70.78% to 71.25%. Although FIs have sold stake slightly but consistently in last 5 quarters from 3.8% to 2.8%. DIs have consistently added stake in last 4 quarters from 6.9% to 7.96%. Public holding has reduced consistently from 19% to 17.98%. After generating multi-bagger returns, Relaxo Footwear is down more than 40%. Then sixth stock is Tanla Platforms. Promoter stake in the company has increased from 43.73% to 44.18%. In fact, promoters are constantly adding stake in Tanla from 35.2% in June 20 to 39.9%, then 41.18%, 41.22%, 42.29%, 42.51%, 43.74% and now 44.18%. Even FIs have increased their holding consistently from 0.13% to 11%, 12%, 13%, which slightly got reduced but again increased in last 2 quarters from 12.7% to 14.23%. Although DIs don't have any significant holding in the company. Public holding in Tanla is on consistent decline trend from 50% to 39.77%. Although it slightly got increased but it again got reduced in last 2 quarters. Promoters and FIs adding stake in Tanla on consistent basis is a strong signal of their confidence in the future of the company. Although DIs don't hold any stake in Tanla, which is a question, but public holding reduction is a very positive sign. Tanla has seen crazy jump in its share price and then the share tanked around 70%. Although the share has recovered around 35% in last 1 month. I have recently covered Tanla Platform in detail. Now, seventh stock is E-Clerx Services. Promoter stake in the company has increased from 53.38% to 53.61%. In fact, even FIs have increased stake from 12.03% to 12.64% and even DIs have increased stake from 19.94% to 20.19% and public holding has reduced from 12.48% to 11.52%. So it is a rare situation where promoters as well as DIs and FIs have increased stake and public holding has reduced. E-Clerx is basically a small cap company working in the area of KPO services to global companies. It is currently trading at around 1335 with a market cap of around 6,500 crore at a P ratio of around 13.8. Then eighth stock is TCI Express. Promoters have increased stake in TCI Express in last 2 quarters from 66.66% to 66.87% and now 69.66%. Even FIs have increased stake from 1.7% to 2.04%. Even DIs have added stake from 8.12 to 8.8 and then 10.45. Although there is a slight reduction in stake, but overall public holding in TCI Express has consistently reduced from 23.19% to current levels of 18.06. TCI Express is basically an express cargo logistic company and logistics sector in India is going through a major transformation which is going to hugely benefit the top logistic companies of India. After a sharp rally during 21, TCI Express has been on decline trend with fall of around 37% since December 21. Currently, it is trading at around 1440 at a P ratio of 40 with a market cap of around 5,500 crore. By the way, now I'm also available on Spotify. So if you like to listen to podcasts, you can search my podcast Personal Finance 101 with Sahil Bhadviya on Spotify. In fact, you can even watch the podcast in a video version on Spotify. Link is in the description. Ninth stock where promoters have added stake is Kaplan Point. Promoter stake in the company has gone up from 68.8% to 70.66%. Even FIs have added some stake in latest quarter. Public holding got reduced from 27.8% to 26.3%. Kaplan Point is a small cap pharma company with a current market cap of around 5,000 crore. Similar to other pharma stocks, Kaplan Point share price also zoomed exponentially, but it has been on decline trend since September 21. At current levels, it is trading at a P ratio of 14.4 and looks like promoters are finding the valuation very attractive. Then final 10th stock is IOL Chemical and Pharma. Promoters have increased stake in IOL Chemical from 43.69% to 48.19%. Even FIs have added some stakes during the same period. Public holding in the company has fallen significantly from 53.78% to 49.15%. IOL Chemical and Pharma is an API manufacturer with third largest manufacturing of ibuprofen. Company also manufactures specialty chemical and its share price zoomed exponentially in 2021, but then it fell down badly over the next 1.5 years. However, in last 1 month, the stock is up around 50%. Currently, the stock is trading at around 420 with a P ratio of around 24 with a market cap of around 2,500 crore. So in this video, we discussed stocks where promoters are showing confidence and added stake in latest Q4 of FY23 quarter. These stocks include HCL, UPL, IDFC First, Deepak Nitrite, Relaxo Footwear, Tanla Platforms, E-Clerx Services, TCI Express, Kaplan Point and IOL Chemical and Pharma. Promoter confidence in these companies signifies attractive valuation and bright future growth prospect. Now tell me in the comments, which stocks are you adding in your portfolio? I hope you'll find this video useful. In case you want to check my portfolio and stocks that I have purchased recently, you can explore my weekly series on my website. I'll see you in next video. Till then, take care.